but I'd much rather talk about heavy metal music.
Yes.
Okay, so do you want to do the warning or should I do the warning?
You can do the warning.
All right, so in case you were wondering, so I totally broke it again, just so you know, I can't get it to work again. If you feel like playing with it, please feel free, but I cannot get presenter and view up. But we are dealing with music that may be offensive to some ears. There are some curse words. There are some negative thoughts or images. We are not going to be doing videos because sometimes the videos are horrid too. But what we want is the words.
I mean, you're not wrong. The ending song is, the music video for the ending song is definitely something that should not be shown at a conference called Children Come First.
Which is why we're not showing the videos.
And of course, the tech guy fixed the entire thing. Yay.
Please clap for the tech guy. All right, dude.
Yes.
Music, why? Why does this matter? Why are we talking music? What do we do with music?
We are talking about...
Hey, would you like to know who we are?
Yes, let's get that over with.
Let's do that.
Yes, that is my wonderful, not tech-inclined father, known as Tim Markle.
Wait to the end, trust me. No.
And I'm his crazy son, known as Hunter Markle, who uses heavy metal and hard rock as pretty much everything up there on the screen.
That's lovely succinct. Clap for Hunter too, please.
Yes, boost my ego a bit more, please and thank you.
Hunter is my oldest child. He could tell you a little bit more about him. But I have also a daughter who struggles with some mental health challenges herself. I'm going to move this down. Do you feel like I'm yelling at you? No, it's good? Okay, thank you. Because I feel like I'm yelling at me. So now I'm going to talk like this. Is that better?
No, don't start, don't. Sorry, I'm going to bring politics into this again, but don't start pulling a Joe Biden.
No politics, dude.
That will be the last politic joke of the night. I will tell you that right away.
That's it. You're banned from Reddit again.
You've never unbanned me from Reddit.
No, I can't do anything. You're 25 years old.
Exactly.
So I have my own challenges and issues with mental health in case you haven't figured it out yet.
I am one of them.
You are not one of my mental health challenges.
No, I'm just saying in general I'm one of the challenges.
You're not wrong. So I bring myself to the presentations at all. I also have a job as director of the Children's Resource Center South, which covers 14 counties in southern and southwest Wisconsin. I also work with Youth Health Transition Initiative, where I do co-present with Hunter, and work for the LEND program as well. Also have a little thing called Forgiveness Factor that I do in my spare time, teaching about forgiveness. What do you do?
I mostly laze around the house if I don't have working hours at the Pick and Save Deli in Stoughton.
But you have a lot of working hours at...
Oh, I have amazing working hours at Pick and Save.
So that's good. Do you self-identify as anything?
I self-identify as a problem. I also self-identify as someone with autism, anxiety, and depression.
We're going to work on your self-esteem and how you present
I would like to point out that I
people
accidentally got someone to do a spit take. I am so sorry. I will try and not to do jokes when someone is drinking. I am so sorry.
I identify as a problem. Classic. So we want to get to the music because there's some really cool music that we talked about and that we brought out. But first we want to sort of tell you why this was really important to us, why this topic matters. Number one, music has turned into a really fantastic way for us to bond.
Yes, it has. How many concerts have we gone to together? At least like 3, 4?
Which, being as how I'm not a huge concert person, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think the first one, Sammy, actually, which is my sister's name, dragged us to with a friend because it was like Summerfest. And
okay, yep,
yeah.
I remember that now.
Yeah, and the figureheads were there.
They were. Love the figureheads.
Along with several other groups, but I can't remember any of them.
But as you grew up, you started to get more into heavy metal and into
Yep.
rock.
Yep.
And so I decided maybe I could keep an open mind because I didn't have exactly always the best. I must admit, I'm a lover of 80s music. And once I started to try to be a little more, Hunter, what is it that you're listening to? I started listening to my 80s music. It's not good. It's not uplifting. It's not empowering. If you don't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend in the 80s, you suck. That's what the music was all about.
Don't forget about AC/DC there
Okay, then
as
there
well.
was, and then there was the heavy metal stuff, which actually might have been a little better than some of my 80s music that was all about, oh, he loves me, he loves me. So I started listening to some of what you did because we made him listen to the 80s music.
Yep, I grew up on a bunch of Journey, Styx, Pat Benatar, and a whole lot of Bon Jovi.
Warms your heart, doesn't it?
Oh, and Meatloaf. May he rest in peace.
So we use this as a bonding experience. We started to go to concerts together, and we've now been
First one was 2019 Life Fest.
Yep, Life Fest. We
Technically.
saw Skillet.
Yep, Skillet was there, along with a couple other technical hard rock Christian bands and
then
everything.
Who else have we seen?
We got to see Foo Fighters, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, The Cult, Green Day, and a few other big names, but slightly local. They decided to put a country star in front of Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Or was that in front of Green Day?
Yes. No, it was in front of Foos.
Foo Fighters. It was followed up by the Foo Fighters.
So
because we went to
in between
the
Joan Jett and Foo Fighters, they had a country singer. Yes. It was awesome. He was. He's
he was
fantastic.
amazing.
He played it off really, really well, and he got really, really loud. So we started to use this and even before we went to concerts together, because of the fact that you already said you're autistic, right?
Yep.
Okay. So one of the things that we figured out doing is, and this goes into the moving toward more independence. And so as you know, it's important to scale. It's important to do things. It's important to help people feel comfortable. And it's also as important as a parent to have a sense of safety. And so I remember one of the concerts that you wanted to go to was Nonpoint.
Yep, Nonpoint, Cedar, and, oh my gosh, 10 years.
10 years, and that was down at the Backyard
Q's Back Bar and Grill in Dubuque, Iowa.
But Hunter wasn't at a point yet where he wanted to drive back and forth to Dubuque.
Nope, he just hung out at the casino and read a book.
And I wasn't ready to sit through Nonpoint.
Plus, I only bought one ticket anyways.
Yeah, so he went to the concert, but I stayed there in the casino, a phone call away, winning a lot of money.
I.e., experience over money.
Like, 50. I came home 50 richer.
I came home with a lot of musical experience.
Yes. And so we did that a couple times of me driving, being around, but not with. And then we did some with. And what was your last one that you went to?
Last one I went to alone was at the Sylvie, and it was the Black Veil Brides, Vivi, and Dark Divine concert and everything. Which I will immediately say, the Sylvie in Madison, an amazing place to just see a group of 3 bands just have fun.
So, and one of the things you need to remember that you don't know is that growing up,
I hated crowds.
this kid's social anxiety was off the charts.
It was so off the charts it could reach the moon.
Thank you. He didn't like groups of people. And so now he's going to these concerts by himself with
100 plus
strangers.
people. 100 plus.
Why are you able to do that?
Because 1, I love the music. 2, it's technically a group of people that I identify with because I love heavy metal and hard rock, and so did everybody there. And 3, I just built up the courage over time.
Yeah.
Through listening to hard rock and heavy metal.
And one of the phrases that you gave me was that the pleasure of listening to the music outweighed the pain of the anxiety.
Yep.
So when I can find things that his pleasure in those things outweighs the anxiety, he's going to try new things. He's going to try different things. And so that whole find what they love and just keep riding that. Ride it as much as you can, involve it as much as you can, because now his social anxiety is a lot less than it used to be, and that's carrying over.
And it also does help that my job deals with the customer service as well.
That's right.
Hooray for being a deli worker.
You also use music to energize and
Yep.
get chores done. Explain how that works.
Basically, I have my own Bluetooth headphones. I used to have them plugged in my ear, but now I have them as bone phones, as in the music reverberates through my bones more than my actual eardrums, because apparently listening above the allowed volume, i.e. maxed out volume on the phone, is not a good thing for your hearing.
Apparently. There might be some scientific evidence.
How many people have ringing in their ears just randomly? Yeah, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, no, it's not normal, dude. No, not normal.
I was actually expecting at least around 4 hands, so thank you.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't do that. So yes, keep the bone induction earphones. But how does that help you get chores done? Like the one thing that I love is that you're able to put on the headphones, crank your music, and it's like no big deal for you to go out to do the poop scootin' boogie in our backyard.
We have a pet dog, if everyone is wondering why it's called the Poop Scoot and Boogie. We do not have a random homeless guy crapping in our backyard.
We don't.
I think I'm going to break him.
Yeah, you're okay. That is true, we don't, but that's not exactly the way I would have put it.
Also, our neighbor has a lot of dogs themselves as well.
He does.
The same neighbor that we invited
share our
over
power.
after he almost killed me with the freaking garage door.
You're okay. Let's get over that. Let's move on.
Physically, yes. Mentally, no.
That sucker flew across the garage.
That
It was
thing-
so fast.
That thing was going at least 80 miles per
It
hour.
was so scary. I sent him back in the house after that and continued alone.
No, you sent me into the doorway of the kitchen.
Yeah, I know. I just get away. But I have also found that with my work, if there's certain things that I need to get done and I need energy, I'm going to put on Skillet. I'm going to put on Shinedown. I'm going to put on these bands that are just like moving and the drums just going. And I'm not necessarily thinking about the lyrics or anything, but that beat is just moving me along. And I can use that to help my own work. And so it's like this background music. But you also use other music besides heavy metal. What else do you
Yep,
use?
I also use just generic pop, so like Imagine Dragons, Ed Sheeran, Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels, that's a wrestler. Shawn Mendes.
I was going to say, what do? You listen and go, I'm going to get you.
That's Randy Savage.
I'm sorry. My bad.
That's Snap into a Slim Jim. You're going way too far back.
Dude, just finish the background writing.
And along with Christian music, so like Casting Crowns, We Are Messengers, Mercy Me, Newsboys, Chris Tomlin, Toby Mac. I can name a lot of bands. Sometimes I even listen to old school Johnny Cash. He's one of the few old school country stars that I actually do have on my phone.
Yep. So you.
I also have Dolly Parton for King and Country on my phone as well.
Awesome.
I need to get more of her songs. I like Dolly. Dolly Parton's amazing.
She called me. She likes you too. Love to do lunch.
I'm calling bull on that.
Thank you for calling bull on that. So the other thing is that you told me that music helps you regulate.
Yes.
We know emotional regulation is really hard, that we can go up and we can go down, and sometimes we get too big and life gets too big. How does music help you regulate?
Because it just brings me back down to earth, and it reminds me that, hey, there are people who went through the same struggles as me and decided to make a song about it.
Speaking of which.
Yay, I get to play the play button.
All right, so Give me a moment, though. So this is going to be really awkward because
Yeah, I'm just none of that go.
sometimes this just doesn't work right. So we're going to go back and forth somehow. We'll see. Because I want you to see the words. Where'd the words go, Hunter? You guys seeing anything up there? Can you turn that off, bud?
Turn it up? Yeah.
No, off.
Oh. Eh.
Okay, that's
Yeah, you're still
afraid
figuring out the
that
lyrics
was gonna
thing.
happen. Okay.
Yeah. Come on. Just, no,
Okay.
scroll the time back a bit. There we go.
We're going to screw this up so bad. It's going to be great.
I wish the tech guy was still sitting in the room. He would be very useful.
He would, as my screen just went blank again.
Yeah, can someone go get the tech guy, please, and thank you? I forget his name.
But he's awesome.
He's an amazing person.
Okay, so you're going to have to listen really closely to hear the lyrics for this one, because I'm not going to be able to scroll through them until...
So you want me to just turn it up a bit more?
Turn it up a bit more, play it. Let's get into the music, man. Who is this? First, introduce this band.
All right, so this band is called I Prevail and everything, and the song title is Deep End. If anybody wants me to turn it up, just
I think I totally
up.
lost
All
the
right,
word.
hold on. Oop. I think that's maxed out. Yep, that's maxed out. I'm going to have a very hard time not singing along. But the truth is I can say goodbye. Oh, I'm with all my feelings in the deep end, it feels the same with your eyes closed. Deep end, deep end, everything is changing. Memories are fading. Tell me I'm fine. Everything you say. All my fears are slowly rearranging. There's them on the side, but I don't feel the way. Everything is changing. Memories are fading. Feeling you're fine. Wanna hear you say. All my tears are slowly rearranging. There's them on the side, but I don't feel the way. So I made friends with all my demons. Rising something to believe in. In the deep end. I feel the same with your eyes closed. Throw me in the deep end. Deep end. Deep end. Deep end. Feels the same with your eyes closed.
All right, so dude...
Immediately pausing on the next one.
Right, so one of the questions that I had as we went through this playlist is, I make friends with all my demons does not sound exactly very uplifting and helpful. What does that mean to you? What does it mean to you to, when you're sitting there rocking out to something that says, I make friends with all my demons, what else is it about this song that you are moved by, that matters to you?
Well, it matters to me because it it basically means that, yeah, I've accepted my inner demons as friends because I can't get rid of them because they're a part of me.
Okay. So it's the sense of, this is who I am, and I need to deal with who I am.
Right.
And
That's why you can find me in the deep end.
all right. And does that, in what circumstances does that help you?
It helps me because I know that other people have been in the same deep end as me in the terms of, well, suicidal thoughts and tendencies. I know a lot of people have been in that sort of deep end and have come back out of it. And if they can do it, so can I. And if that means I have to make friends with the demons that cause these thoughts and these tendencies, sure.
Well, and I think one of the things is it's better for you, I know, as a dad, it's better for you to talk about those demons. I'd rather have you talking about what your demons are, what you are struggling with, than pretending they're not there.
Yep.
It's a lot more dangerous when you hide everything and don't talk about it.
Agreed.
All right, what do you have next?
Next is, oh, right, this is one of the songs where we just wanted to play the intro of and everything, because this next one is called Low Life by Crowbot. And here we go. Yeah, if my phone recognized that I pressed play. Come on, here we go. As I said, just the intro for that one, if that is okay with everyone.
Anybody really into Crowbot? Do you want more Crowbot? I mean, I don't mind Crowbot. They're all right. But why did you choose a song? Again, why did you choose a song called Low Life? Because the singer is sitting there going, I'm just a low life, which is really against the, hey, you matter, you're special, you're unique, you're irreplaceable that I try to teach you. And you come back at me with a song of, I'm a low life. What's going on?
Well, mainly because in the chorus it talks later on and everything about how I can pull you down to my level and everything. And you can actually do that with a lot of people and show them that, hey, that means you're still human, even if it is being a low life and everything. And more of the lyrics, near the ending of the song, it basically goes, let me see if I can remember it. It's a shame that you think I'm a failure. I still see a man with his head held high. But what can I do to make things right? You're still gonna think I'm a low-life type. And that's pretty much the uplifting part of it, is because no matter how much you point your fingers at me, I will accept that I'm going to be this low-life type in your eyes. But in all actuality, I'm a man with his head held high.
Nice.
Thank you.
You didn't pull that out before.
I'm pulling it out now.
All right. Cool, so that's a little bit of Crowbot.
Yep.
All right, what you got next?
Next one is Doubt by Through Fire. And did we agree to play the full song, or is just the chorus?
Dude, I am going to give you free reign because you're just like rocking this, and I'm just like...
All righty, here we go. Oh, I really love that one too. I think that song is very self-explanatory.
Question.
Yes. No, that was Through Fire and everything off of one of their albums called All Animal, I believe, but it's Through Fire Doubt. You're welcome. By the way, we will be getting into a Falling in Reverse song later on.
We will also have all the names of the bands up
Eventually.
eventually, along with the lyrics. That's the whole plan, guys.
That is the plan.
That's the plan.
If the technology agrees with us.
So what is it about Doubt, dude, that made you want to include it?
Well, the whole idea of that I'm done living with it, that I won't listen to it, that it's dead to me. Because early on, I had a lot of doubt that I'm ever going to do, well, for one, conferences like this.
True.
Two, that I'm ever going to succeed in anything. Third, and this is going to get rather dark, I was doubting that if my parents actually loved me and everything. I had doubt about my friendships, that they were actually going to be there for me. I had doubt that life is going to pick me back up and not continually slap me down. So, I know that got rather dark, but that's what my doubt was all of that. But turns out, doubt is wrong, and it definitely is dead to me.
And that's one of the areas where I know that we've talked about, I've had plenty of doubts as well.
Yep.
And that I've had to live with those doubts. I mean, one of my doubts is obviously with you. How have I done? Have I done okay? Have I screwed you up too badly? Was it my fault that you had autism? All those things.
Okay, it is 100% not your fault that I have autism. I am completely and utterly blaming some sort of genetics.
That would still be me, bud.
No, it would be a combination of you and Mom. I want to say I can get away with saying that because I know she will not watch the recording of this. Unless either me or Dad shows it to her. And I'm doubtful either of us will have the remembering speed to do so. Memory. That was what I was thinking of. Why did I say remembering speed?
All right, you want to go on to the next one as we continue to not be frustrated?
Yes, let us calm down with some Shine Down.
Dude, I love, which Shine Down is this?
This is Diamond Eyes.
Oh, this is the one that you had to convince me to include.
Yes.
All right. Well,
yes, I did.
Your explanation better be darn good.
It will be. And here we go. And this will be the live version of the song and everything. Because that is the only way I could get the song to actually be on my phone was through the live version.
I am the shadow and the smoke in your eyes. I am the ghost that hides in the night.
So one of the concerts that Hunter was that he went to alone was Shinedown. And
Yep.
after he came home and talked to me about the concert and I started listening to Shinedown, I was really, really mad at him.
Hey now, not all their songs are that bad.
No, I was really mad because I didn't go.
True, you would have loved it.
I know. I listen to some Shinedown now, and it's one of the bands that I go to give me energy
Yeah.
and to get me moving during the day. I'm becoming a Shinedown fan. So what does that song mean to you, bud?
Well,
Where's that help
with,
you?
with all the chorus and everything, it kind of sounds more to me like a self-advocacy song and everything, where there's not that many self-advocates, but those that are on there are definitely on the front line of advocacy for those with special health care needs or just special needs in general. And it's a good idea to say goodbye to my weakness because I need to be this frontline fighter for self-advocacy. So I can't let my weaknesses hold me down. Same thing with the regrets and everything. I need to put those in the back and just say goodbye, so long. I will gladly see the world through diamond eyes, and those diamond eyes is being a self-advocate. Yay, onto a more depressing song.
How many nights have you waited for someone to care? Thinking dying is what you deserve. Like a sad song that no one seems to understand. 'Cause some pain is just too much for words. No, I don't know your name. No, I can't see your face. But I've been to that place in the dark. So in case you just needed to hear someone say, I'm so proud of you for getting this far. So if you're feeling like dying, no tears left for crying, a hole at the edge of a cliff. If you're so sick of fighting the monsters you're hiding, and wondering if you would be missed, you're not the only one that's feeling like this. If you're hearing this song, it's a gift, a reason to live. How many times have you reached out for anyone's hand from the depths of your personal hell? And then counted the ways you could end all your pain, 'cause you're so tired of saving yourself. I'm a stranger at best, but please don't second guess all the hope that you hear in my voice. This is not some cliche, promise you if you stay, someday you'll see that you are well worth that choice. So if you're feeling like dying, no tears left for crying, a hole at the edge of a cliff. If you're so sick of fighting the monsters you're hiding, and wondering if you would be missed, you're not the only one that's feeling like this. If you're hearing this song, it's a gift. What a beautiful truth that a human can choose to become more than just what they feel. 'Cause the hell in your head will be nothing compared to the person that it couldn't kill.
There we go. So yeah, that's a song.
Why does that song?
As you drop your microphone.
Yeah. Why does that song strike you?
Because it is in the title. It literally does say a reason to live, and it basically says that listening to that song is a gift, because a lot of people choose not to have a reason to live. This song is a good reason to live because it says so, and I know so.
Why do you know so? Can you share? Do you feel like sharing a little bit about why the song matters?
This song matters because I was that person that this song was meant to resonate with. I really went off that proverbial cliff. I really jumped into the deep end. So much so that I had a full plan, I had the means to execute the plan, and the willingness to execute said plan of just ending my life. And it was through some people at one of my previous employments that helped get out of that hole just a little bit by just asking, "Are you okay?" Next person to help was my grandmother on my mom's side, asking, "Are you okay?" And I am one of the reasons for you to continue living. My mom and everything, my supervisor at the time drove me home because they didn't want me driving my own car, which thankfully that wasn't part of the plan, was using my car, because I don't want to leave that much of a mess. I'm not a messy person in heart. What my plan was to slice open my stomach and start pulling out my insides. That was my plan. And I knew we had knives sharp enough to do so. And if it, again, wasn't for my supervisor, my coworkers, my grandparents, my mom driving me to Stoughton Hospital to meet with a doctor to get inpatient, if it wasn't for the doctor that recommended me to go to a specific hospital, if it wasn't for that hospital, if it wasn't for the other in-stay patients, if it wasn't for the doctors there, I wouldn't be here. So there's your reason to live, is my story right there. Don't go that far that you decide to end it all. Because there is someone who is a stranger that is willing to be your reason to live. And here's that Falling in Reverse song, if anyone cared.
Yes.
Yep.
So that one,
Yeah.
yeah, my thing keeps
That,
going.
yeah.
So that's one of the songs that really strikes us for a couple reasons. Number one, that really does speak to the way that I felt when I sat there in the hospital and had to listen to my son talk about how he didn't think he was enough and that he was going to let us down. And I don't know if I've ever had my heart break that deeply. But at that moment, I knew it couldn't be about me. And as much as I fought, as much as I tried to tell everybody, including him, that no, just come home. It'll be okay. We'll make it okay. We'll keep a better eye on you. Whatever we need to do, we'll figure it out. He stuck to what he knew he needed to do. And I'm so thankful for that. The other reason this song really speaks to me is I think you know this, but I don't know. Back when I was Hunter's age and a little younger, my life got totally out of control. And I was losing options rapidly. I had already been, I was an alcoholic. I knew I couldn't drink. If I drank, I knew I would die. But I had all this pain. And I didn't know what to do because I didn't grow up with any sort of coping skills. And so even though some people don't think that it's a big deal for people in high school to self-harm and, maybe it's just a phase or whatever.
It's not.
It's not. And at 20 years old, when I started to cut myself, because I just needed to...
That is my phone going off. Give me a second.
That was like the most meaningful moment that I've had in like years.
Blame spam calls.
Oh my goodness, dude. I can't say turn your phone. Anyway, so that was what I resorted to, and that's how far down that I fell. And it's still, I cannot tell you if you know anybody who struggles with hurting themselves, whether it's cutting or burning. When you
Or even thinking of downing an entire bottle of prescription pills.
Right.
Or drinking themselves to death.
There's just this moment of I am so out of control that I need to do something to wake myself up. And even though it hurt, somehow it also kept me from further self-harm. And I'll never understand that to the day, but I got to tell you, it doesn't just go away. It continues in the fact that when I feel like I have let you down, when I've let my family down, when I've let my job down, there's something about that makes me want to hurt myself, that makes me think that if I can cause myself pain, then it's going to make everything better. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. But it makes sense up here, and it's what we will go through.
Yep.
Anything else you want to say about that one?
No, not really.
Do we have anything happy coming up?
We got... After this one, this is Masterpiece by Motionless in White. Don't worry, we'll get to uplifting songs soon.
Lies and stupid games left a vacancy in this picture frame. A prisoner by my own hands. 'Cause if I can't have me, then no one can. I need to heal what I inflict, but I'll burn that bridge when I get
I think about that one, I think about the families and the kiddos that I've come across where people who didn't understand would sit there and say, why are you destroying things? Why are you so angry? Why are you so out of control? Can't you be better? Can't you just get it back under control? What I see in these kids is just so much pain that it has to come up, and they feel like no one can see them as that masterpiece, that what they feel they're painting in their life is just junk and garbage and just spreading more pain, and they need to see their worth in the people around them. And let me tell you, this world is not really good at letting people know they're worth something. So somebody's got to be doing that. And we've really got to take that seriously.
I completely and utterly agree with all the points he gave.
All right, we going to keep going, bud?
Yep. On to a somewhat uplifting song, finally. And yes, it's another Shinedown song.
And this is one that's like constantly in my head. This is like my go-to song right now.
I agree with that.
I don't know why, but it is, man. I just love this song.
I was diagnosed with a fear of getting too close. Had to tell the ones I love I was on the ropes. I'm not the only one whose life's been pulled apart. Spending 1 year and 3 months in the dark. So here we are, all dressed to kill. Where should we go? Into the wild again to face the great unknown. And half the midnight conversations you and I postpone. You saved my life, not once but twice. You keep me free from falling. You saved my life, make it all alright. I don't feel like talking. You make sure I always see the daylight. It's amazing what the hard times can reveal. Like who shows up, who walks away, and who's the real. So take me on, I'll take the wheel, and we can both outrun the past. We will always live forever if we don't look back. You saved my life, not once but twice. You keep me free from falling. You saved my life, made it all alright. When I don't feel like talking, you make sure I always see the daylight. It's amazing what the hard times can reveal. Like who shows up, who walks
Alrighty, yay. A somewhat uplifting song. Everyone can agree with that? 5 minutes. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Really?
Yeah,
That
tech
sucks.
issues.
Okay, that's okay. We're going to be all right.
Yeah,
We're going to be okay.
We're gonna be
great.
fine.
What do you want to say about daylight?
that it's pretty self-explanatory that a lot of people saved me not once but twice, and I am now seeing the daylight.
And I know from being at this conference for years and years and years and years that you are those people.
Yep.
You are the people that are not walking away, that you are showing that your love is for real. Keep doing that. You are amazing. That's what people need, is they need to know that no matter what, they will be loved. That no matter what, I will be loved. And for some of us, that's a revelation. That's new news. And that's
Yep.
pretty cool. So I know you...
We do have more songs. Next one would be More the Victim by Linkin Park and everything. And pretty much it is what it says it is that we need to be more than just a victim, be it of stigma, be it of something more personal than that, or just be it by the color of your skin or your culture and everything. Symptom of being human. We are all human. We are not that's just it. Our feelings are going to be a symptom of being human, and we need to accept that.
On a ship of fools, don't worry. It's all
Yep.
just a symptom of being human. Is if we can help our kiddos, if we can help ourselves normalize that life is hard and that everybody struggles and that nobody has it all together, and ignore everything that you see on social media, that's just the highlights, man. Everybody has a blooper reel. This is all of us trying to make our way through together. It's just being human. You don't
Yep.
have to be superhuman.
Agreed. Next one is Awake and Alive by Skillet. Yeah, that song is very self-explanatory just by the title.
Yeah. So if you want a song that moves you and sits you go, yeah, I'm awake, I'm here, I'm moving forward, play this song. This is also one of my favorites.
Yep.
But I wanted to get to this one because it goes back to the fact that if you think that someone can have interests
In history.
in history, but then also like music and heavy metal, and I'm like, I don't know how those two together, because we're always struggling with how do you bring things together for our kids.
This band did it.
Hunter found this band, Sabaton.
Yep.
And we
And
just-
because we're nearing Christmas time, it's time to do Christmas Truce. This will be the final song, everyone.
Last Dance, Ladies' Choice. Are we still allowed to do that? I'm sorry.
Silence. Oh, I remember the silence on a cold winter day. After many months on the battlefield, and we were used to the violence. Then all the candles went silent, and the snow fell. Voices sang to me from no man's land. We are all, we are all, we are all, we are all friends. And today we're all brothers, tonight we're all friends. Our moment of peace in a war that never ends. Today we're all brothers, we drink and unite. Now Christmas has arrived and the snow turns the ground white. Here
you think we could just close it down and let people go to their days?
Fine.
I know, dude. I know you love. So they.
I really love this
it's not
song.
yeah. So Sabaton isn't a Christmas music place, is it? No.
No.
Tell me a little bit about Sabaton's music.
Sabaton is a Swedish hard rock band / metal band that does a lot of historical songs and everything. A lot of their songs deal with war, in general, just the history of war. And several of their songs would be considered somewhat controversial because some of them do have. A lot of their songs are World War II based, and several of their songs do have terms like Nazi in them. They sing about the 7th Panzer Division. They also have a song called Final Solution.
Which all these things, if you're not into history, may not mean much to you.
But as a history buff, I do understand.
And so it's that connection between history and the music that works for him. Find what works. We spent a lot of time with our kiddos saying, what's wrong with you? We've then changed to what happened to you. What I want to change to is what helps you. What helps you? What do you need to stim? What do you need to make it through the day? What do you need when life gets hard? Because life is going to get hard. We cannot protect them from that. What we can do is we can teach them ways to use what's around them to empower themselves to have better times and better days.
Yep. And before anyone asks, this song was a toss-up between 3 other ones. One of them was titled Warsaw, which details the Warsaw Uprising during World War II. Another one was The Great War, which is basically World War I. And the third one would have also come off of the same album as Christmas Truce, and that would have been Soldier of Heaven.
I want to thank you all for being here. I also, in case you were wondering, I didn't know that he was going to show you what music does. But that's what music can do. And damn it all, our kids need that.
Yeah, that was rather impromptu of me, but I simply don't care.
I love it. Thank you. We will hang around if you have any questions, but I know that we've got to go.
Yep. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.